Alrighty, what we're looking at here is a 2005 Toyota Matrix. We've got the front clock display looking very, very dim. It's hard to tell, but this is when the dash lights are on, and even when the dash lights are off, it's just barely brighter. So you can see here the 2 is really dim, the 1 and the 0 aren't so bad, but yeah, the clock's definitely gotten dimmer with time. So I'll show you here how to make that better. So it is kind of dark, I do apologize, but step 1 is to just pop these clips. So this piece here comes off just with some pressure. You won't break anything because these clips are designed to be removed. And once it's off, you'll know because it's completely disconnected. So the next thing you'll want to do is we're looking at the back here, the back side. You'll just want to disconnect this plug here, this plug here, as well as the air conditioning and other fan controls down here. So I'll do that. Alright, so the next step here is to get the clock itself out. Now there's a screw here and a screw up here that they come out. So you just need a really small screwdriver. I unfortunately don't have the right one, but I'm just using a flathead that also seems to do the trick. So if you just get it in there properly, you should have no problems. So these come out. Once they're out, this back piece will come off. And this is the clock itself. So I'll open it up and show you where we gotta go. So what I've got here is my little soldering gun. It's got a pretty small tip, and so that should be all that you need. You won't actually need any solder itself, because that can first of all be a little tricky, and second of all, the more solder you add, the more risk you have of actually doing more damage than good. So just make sure you have a tip that gets really, really hot. This one here just runs from butane, and you just light it, and away we go. So let's do it. What we're going for here is to apply enough heat with the tip of the soldering gun to heat up all of these tips here and melt the solder that's there. We're not applying any new solder, we're not making any new connections, nothing like that. Just heating it up as well on these fins here. We're gonna do the same thing. So I've gone and I've already done it, and I've just heated up every fin enough to melt the solder, and then just kind of respread it around to help allow the solder to reset. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully you can see. And let's go put it back in and see what happens. Clock back together. We're just going to work backwards. So we'll put the clock itself back in like that. This goes. And I'll get these 2 screws in. Next step is to just drop it back in place where we took it out from. And then we'll do up these screws. Here we are, ready to put it all back together. You've taken out 4 clips. You've taken out 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now they all are different sizes and they do different things, so you can't risk putting them in the wrong spot because as you see, they just won't fit. So anyways, let's put it back together and we'll start it up. As you're putting it back together, just make sure that the top piece here is engaged with the little hooks. You'll see them on the back side. And then once that's hooked in place, the bottom just slides together. And then you just want to push all the corners, make sure it's in. We're good, so let's start. And there you have it. So you can see that the last number has come in a lot stronger. What you'll find sometimes is that when the car's off, like this, that one of the digits on the clock may go dim, and you may find that as you drive and as time goes on, they may fade and get brighter and fade and get brighter, and that's just one of the many quirks with these clocks. But you'll find that this method is helpful, and I hope it works for you. And if you get really upset, you can call Toyota, and I'm sure they'll sell you a new clock, but it might be expensive. Anyways, thank you very much. Hope it was helpful.